Welcome, everyone. Hold on. I just want to try to move this board here. Okay, there we go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to, or welcome back to Anonnie's Temple. Welcome to the Temple of the High Priestess for the prophecy reading that I'm here to deliver on this day. Usually, when I do holiday readings, I put them under my videos tab. Um, so I was like, okay, do I want to go live and like have a live chat with you all on this day? Or should I record a video? Because like I like to have the holiday videos separate from just, like the everyday lives that I do. So I thought, why not do both? So after I do this live with you all, I'm going to try to take some time to go into like a deep meditation. Temperance and death. Yeah, that seems like a deep meditation. So I suppose my guides want me to do this as well. So I'm going to go into a deeper meditation. And then I'm going to do a pre recorded video for you all. This way, like if there are some moments of silence or something like that, like I can try to edit them out. But so I'm going to do both. So I'm going to go live and then I'm going to do that video for you all too. And we'll see what channeled messages come through. So I don't know about you all. I just saw 1:44 on the clock. Knight of Swords and the Fool. I heard Free Willy. Someone feels like the cat's out of the bag. Like they might as well just leap and enjoy doing it. Someone feels like there's a thrill. There's like a amusement park energy here that someone is feeling. They're showing me it's this funny energy of like maybe when they were kids, they would go to this amusement park and try to actually like steal or shoplift like cotton candy or something. Did you hear that car? Okay. Maybe he doesn't want me to go that far. Okay. But there's like an amusement park type of energy here. Okay. I tried to do a little more with the setup. Don't worry though. Okay. Okay. Yeah, somebody, Knight of Swords and the Full Energy is somebody who's like down for the ride and they're ready for the thrill of it. And, it's the liberation that comes when you have made a decision to close something out, right? Because then we have the World card and then this cycle begins again with the Fool energy. So it's very positive here because it seems like someone is no longer second guessing their decisions. They've made a decision and they're excited about it. The Tower, it's very exciting. So exciting that I feel like it could shock somebody's system a little bit, but I mean that in a positive way. I even feel here that this is so thrilling. It's so exciting that it's like a breakthrough moment with the Tower card here. But I feel here like the Tower energy is it's also like breaking a particular ceiling in a career. It's like breaking a particular glass ceiling, so to speak. This could even be being elevated in society. So what they're showing me here is like this Tower energy represents like a lot of transcendence, like running through the brick wall, like breaking chains, like getting to higher levels, breaking like a glass ceiling. I even feel here like it could be like getting in, I heard an apparatus, like getting to another socioeconomic status that is like that requires this type of breakthrough. Okay. They said I'm trying too hard. Okay. King of Wands in the Tower, and it comes with the approach of a man. King of Wands in the Tower. I feel like this man gets along really great with kids because that's how he's represented in this card. You know, like this could be someone who is like a youth counselor. The Tower and the Message. Okay, that's what I'm hearing though. Somebody could be a youth counselor. Okay. They said they want me to keep flipping. Ace of Pentacles in the Tower. There's like a huge, shocking opportunity or miracle that gets handed to someone here. I feel like it's so unique that you'll end up being like the blueprint or one of the firsts to ever do something like this. Because you know what's interesting about this Tower card? There is like a little UAP or UFO, whatever you want to say these days, at the top of this card. And like it makes me feel like this is a very particular type of Tower energy. Like it's very unique with the Ace of Pentacles here. There could also be two people who were trying to compete for this Ace of Pentacles, but ultimately they ended up failing. Or I don't want to say that they failed, it's just they didn't get it. Okay. Page of Swords in the Tower. Yeah, interesting. But whatever is happening to these two people, their downfall, it does seem like a downfall. It's very public. Page of Swords, this one in particular, it has like a little, even like a little recording device on it, which makes it seem like Temperance, Page of Swords, Queen of Swords. This one? Okay. So we're going to start out this message with the Hermit and the Eight of Cups, which is actually really nice energy. So perhaps this year has been much of a hermit type of year for you, where you've been working on self-care, maybe if you want to say on a healing journey, you know, but those are just colloquial ways of really saying this. Like hermit energy means that you took a year to yourself because you needed to mature in some type of way, learn more about yourself, learn how to better react to some things I'm receiving here. They're actually showing me that this is two different people, the Hermit and the Eight of Cups. Like now that someone has walked away, this Hermit energy feels very alone or just afraid to do anything with their life. Okay, Temperance. Yeah, let's see what comes out here. Ace of Swords. Okay, so I should not be hesitating. That's the truth. These are two different people. Someone has officially left someone else. Okay, so what else do you want to show me about this, please? Six of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay. Can you tell me more of who this Hermit person is and why someone has left? Eight of Wands. Okay, they're like, we're telling you. Sorry. Okay. Could also be because one of these people are coming to talk to you. Thank you. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, to give you this. This Hermit energy is really giving ruined. And I heard Stewie Griffin say it that way, like ruined. But this Hermit energy is like this is like when someone goes into hiding until something like can blow over. That's what this is giving. So what's in this page of going to a Queen of Pentacles here? What's in this Page of Pentacles? Page of Wands. Okay, something very exciting. Also, you'll get to be at the start of something. Like you're going to be like one of the first to do something here. You know, they're showing me it's almost like how do I say this? They showed me Einstein or maybe like Nikola Tesla, whatever type of genius you want to reflect on. They're showing me like a helping hand or people coming in to support you so that like Einstein can come out of hiding or something. But it's like I don't that's what I'm getting here. Like you like some people view you as like an Einstein type of figure, but you're just in hiding a lot. You spend a lot of time inside. Okay? King of Cups. So, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So, the energy of this message coming into you is like a King of Cups energy. The World. Page of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and then the World. Someone could show me. Okay, thank you. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. They're like, stop, don't say anything else. Especially with the World card. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords, that's like, stop, don't say anything else. Mm? Seven of Swords and Seven of Pentacles. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, then. Let's see what another, yeah. Seven of Swords, King of Swords. They're like, stop. Okay, I'll stop. All right. All right, then that was enough there. Okay. That's all I could tell someone. The Hermit and Three of Swords. Five of Wands and the Hermit. What is going on with that Hermit energy? Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. I don't know, but whatever I said about you receiving a helping hand from people because they feel like you're a bit hermited, okay? I feel like that's actually going to happen for you. Two of Wands to the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you will be entering into a new social group pretty soon. That's what I'm feeling here. Death and the Hermit. King of okay, that's enough. All right. Well, that first reading was weird. Okay. Let me cleanse the energy and see if anything else will come out. So I was thinking of using decks today that I don't normally use. So how about I have Tarot of the Unexplained, African Goddess Rising Oracle. Okay. And then I also have the Angel Tarot. Okay, let's do Angel Tarot. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Most High. Thank you, beloved angels and archangels, for the messages that I receive on this day from you. Glory be to the highest creator of all things. And thank you, Most High Divine, and thank you, Most High Benevolent angels and archangels, to I and to the collective, for your messages. I receive them with clarity, I deliver them with integrity, and I feel them with love. Ashe. Okay. So whenever I shuffle the Angel Tarot, I try to be more gentle. That's kind of like what this deck calls for. Okay, there we go. You see, it's like I can't, I don't like to be like too rough with this deck. And then the cards, they just fall out. So the first card out is, wow, the Sun. Beautiful. Angel Mehiel, the vivifying God. Restoration of life, protection from adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. So they're saying you're protected from the shapeshifters out there, from the wild beasts and coming out from the woods with rabies and all that. Yeah, so yeah, what's funny? The sun energy is like it's cracking jokes. Feel like they're saying here that life is becoming more lighthearted for you, and that's what you can expect over this turnover into this new year too. I feel here like it'll be easier for you to make jokes. You'll feel more relaxed when people are joking. Maybe you're someone who is just naturally comedic and naturally very funny. I feel here like maybe you haven't been laughing as much as you really needed to this past year. And so this oncoming year, there's more, I want to say, of a jovial demeanor that you'll have. You'll have a more jovial demeanor, which means that your regular baseline emotion is feeling lighthearted and happy go lucky. Yeah. Restoration of life. This past year could have really felt like, the death period, so to speak, like a period where um, if you didn't engage your energy in something, it would end up decaying, right? Maybe that's something that you experienced a lot this past year too. Things that seemed like they just kind of decayed or they just, crumbled when you stopped putting energy into them. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It means that this restoration is happening for you now. I have to sneeze. Give me a second. Blessings. Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, archangels. Next, we have the Six of Cups. Silaya, God who stirs all men. Motivation lifts up those who are fallen and humiliated. Six of Cups. You see, the Sun in Six of Cups is being around love that does not require perfection. That's what I'm getting here. So, over this past year, maybe you realized how conditional love actually feels, or you realized how conditional love has been impacting your relationships. And you had to figure out, like, no, that's just not how love is meant to look for you or how you want it to look. Six of Cups to the Sun means that you're around people who accept you as you are. It's like radical acceptance. And radical acceptance is the antidote to hypercriticism or to perfectionism. So in this upcoming year, I feel you being a lot more relaxed, rested, and at peace with every aspect of yourself, and to also allow people to show you that they love you no matter what as well. But I feel here like first it had to come from a place of you accepting yourself. And maybe even accepting times during this past year that could have felt humiliating for you, or maybe you felt like you had fallen off course, but you still maintained motivation and faith to continue forward. And that's why the Six of Cups is here. This angel helped to stir your motivation, even if something had happened and it took a hit to your ego, maybe. So this Six of Cups, I feel, has really taught you a greater space for you to carry your self-love and for it to not be conditional upon anything. You know what I mean? So to speak. Okay. And now we have the King of Cups. Angel Rochelle, God seeing everything. It says restitution. Finds stolen objects and discovers the person responsible. You see, I feel here what is allowing you to be so happy-go-lucky in this new year is witnessing accountability. And because you went through some time period here, because the word humiliated keeps popping out, because you went through some type of, and it doesn't have to be like, incredulous, they're saying, but I feel here like there are some things that you carried that you didn't have to carry. And what you were carrying was it maybe you weren't even the originator of it. And when you came to find out that you kept doing this behavior, that's what they're showing me. Maybe it was like a hit to the ego, or you felt slightly humiliated, or there was some ego death of some sorts here. Because they're showing me the fact that you already went through this process is why restitution can come to you now. So, whatever sort of decayed away during that time period, right? You stopped looking at it, stopped giving it your energy. Maybe you just stopped calling someone and you realized that they never actually check in on you. Things like this where things just kind of decayed away. Maybe at that time, it seemed like they were being stolen from you or that people just kept disappointing you. But King of Cups here is saying, I see everything. So, whatever felt like it was stolen from you or like there was a loss, this King of Cups returns it to you and also discovers the person responsible. They're telling me that restitution actually comes when you're able to forgive yourself. That's how you open the road to restitution. And if you're forgiving yourself for something, right? I feel like we're talking about like this year feeling like maybe it was a dark night of the soul in some ways for some of you. In order for there to be restitution and in order for there to be self forgiveness to enable restitution, you must actually acknowledge all of the feelings that are there, all of the thoughts that are there, how you reacted and how you continue to react, how you think, feel, and behave. And sometimes that process, that shadow processing, can feel like humiliating or upsetting, but it's also freeing. That's why your life is being restored here. Because you have restoration of life, protection from adversaries, and also restitution. And this angel Rochelle finding the objects that were stolen from you and making sure that you witness their accountability. I feel here like your happy go luckiness comes from this witnessing accountability, and also it helps you to trust life again. It helps you restore your trust of life, restore your trust in life. Okay? Thank you. Okay, this one here. So we have Angel Mahasya, Four of Wands, God the Savior. Angel Mahasya. It says, rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. I heard melancholy. Maybe over this past year, things have been so so in your family life or in your family dynamics or just your relationships. Maybe there have been five tens here, excuse me, five tends to represent conflict or multiple perspectives. Sorry, I have this song has been follow. There's this like song download, but I don't want to tell that story right now. I feel here like with the five energy and the four of wands over this past year, there could have been some like petty arguments and petty conflicts that happens within the family system. I feel like this angel is here This energy is very pushy, okay? I feel like this angel Mahasya is here so that in this new year you can live in peace or just be at peace with relationships. Okay. Ooh, that one almost came out. Let's see. Okay, this one. Yes. Used to? Okay. Thank you. So we have here the moon, Archangel Gabriel. Interesting. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. Archangel Gabriel, God is my strength. So, Archangel Gabriel has been here with you throughout this past year, actually being one of the archangels to give you divine downloads. I feel here like Archangel Gabriel has also been one of the archangels to step in and to bring something to an end before the sun here, before it could come to light, so to speak. Like this is giving the energy of like helping you with enemies seen and unseen. That's what I feel here with Archangel Gabriel. I even feel here like Archangel Gabriel was one of the main archangels who gives you downloads about when to be cautious surrounding certain people. That's what he just told me here. Reveals messages, has the power to destroy, divine revelation. God is my strength. Yeah. With the Six of Cups here. Hmm. Archangel Gabriel, do you want to show me anything about the humiliated here? Because you came out right under it. God has the power to destroy something, Archangel Gabriel, and he will. Seven of Cups, and they won't show me, but I feel here like Archangel Gabriel is showing up as one of the archangels. Why do I keep saying it that way? Whatever. He is showing up as one of the archangels who is destroying something, and when it's destroyed, it humiliates someone. Then we have the Seven of Cups here, Angel Asalia, which is God, the just judge. So if there are any legal proceedings, it says contemplation makes the truth known in legal proceedings. So Archangel Gabriel is helping you with either physical legal proceedings or spiritual legal proceedings or both. And he's going to destroy something. Hmm. Okay. And it's also because there's been some type of King of Cups energy. They're showing me that this King of Cups has been a monitoring like spirit. I don't know if you've seen it, but like look at how that man is holding on to him, like clinging on to him. I feel here like there's been a particular eye or particular attention on you right now to make sure that whatever was lost during a time period of grief or change, right, actually comes back to you. And I feel like it has to come back to you at a more elevated level, like a more pleasurable level, the sun. We have the Nine of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. I'm telling you, with this God that sees everything, we have the Nine of Wands, God, the impenetrable secret. Hahasaya. Hahasaya. It says universal medicine, elevation of the soul, and the revelation of mysteries. And then we come back to the Ace of Pentacles here that I just read about. Kahethel, the adored God. Divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, rules agricultural protection. Archangel Gabriel is letting you know that he sends in a monitoring spirit to help monitor some type of situation surrounding a particular relationship or your stability. I don't know if it's your housing or just some type of spiritual and physical legal proceedings here. Archangel Gabriel, showing up as the moon, is saying that whoever is trying to penetrate this Ace of Pentacles energy, he will destroy them. They call upon them their own destruction. That's what he's saying here. God, the impenetrable secret. And he's also saying he has this angel who sees everything. So Archangel Gabriel is working in the shadow, I feel like I may even say, or just with shadow type energy, or if you want to just say negative energy, whatever. He's working with dark based energy, so to speak, to make sure that no one can foresee what this Ace of Pentacles is for you before you. And I feel here, yeah, the Chariot, Archangel Michael is protecting you too. Check that out. To make sure that you transition into like they're not particularly saying into the timeline because I feel like you're already on it. In some ways, they're saying like they're making sure this Ace of Pentacles gets delivered to you. Two archangels here. Wow. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Um, is there anything else you want to show me here? Thank you, archangels. This one? Oh, wow. Archangel Michael wants you to know Five of Wands. Angel Haya. Haya. Oh my gosh. It says God listening in concealment. Check that out. Politics and ambition wins judgments and protects all those who keep the truth or who seek the truth. Dang. This Ace of Pentacles, I don't think you truly here's what I'll say, okay? Maybe over the past year there have been a couple of like strange things that have happened to you, but you just kind of wrote them off as being unexplained or just you didn't read too much into it. I feel here like these two archangels are letting you know that they see what these people have been doing or plotting or planning in the dark, thinking that nobody can see them and nobody can hear them. So physically, it's impossible for them to get caught. That's how this person thinks, or this group of people, that's how they think. So these two angels are coming through to literally say, we have monitoring spirits. We see everything. The secret, this Ace of Pentacles that is destined for these original earth angels, it is impenetrable. Not only does God see everything with Angel Rochelle here, but God is listening even in concealment. Hahaya. Hahaya. Excuse me. That's crazy. So what's going to happen in this new year is the sun, the reveal. I feel like there's a great reveal here. Okay. Do you want to show us anything else, angels? Thank you. Is that it? Do you want me to pull from any other cards? Okay, hold on. They did say Page of Wands, so give me a second. I think there is something else. There's some other good news. There we go. Thank you. Okay, so I'll take this one. The card that came out is the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this is the Divine Collective's energy. Queen of Pentacles, the Eternal God, Angel Mebahia. It says intellectual lucidity provides consolation and compensations. So the archangels are also making sure that in this judgment you receive compensation. They're showing me something here, like whatever you're receiving compensation for, it could also be because someone messed with your mental space or your psyche or your mental health, or it could literally be like a physical ailment that impacted your thinking. Whatever it is here, I feel like this Queen of Pentacles energy is coming through to restore some intellectual or physical capacities for you. Or take this how it resonates, okay? Because when I read angelic energy, it's going to come across as very etheric. So, this Queen of Pentacles is here to make sure that you feel consoled for what you suffered and that you're compensated for what you suffered. This is like the big one, the sun energy here. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Angel Manadel. The honorable God. Inner and outer work helps one keep their job, protects against disasters. Check that out. Hold on. Here we go. That's amazing. 10 of Pentacles. So, you know why you have such ferocious angelic protection here? Yeah, Page of Wands. They said that's the good news. The good news is the 10 of Pentacles. You have such ferocious angelic protection here because you have been living your life with honor. Like, I don't know if maybe that's what you were questioning over the past year, or maybe the past year, maybe a couple of years have been so difficult. You've been wondering if there's anyone who has been seeing the good deeds that you just do every day. Or literally that you hold in your heart. You don't hold any malice in your heart for anyone. You actually truly wish that people would just make themselves be happy, or just, so to speak. You know what I mean? I feel here like the angelic protection is so ferocious because so is your love. And when you went through a period where people may have tried to knowingly hurt your heart, you remained honorable. Like you still had integrity. This literally says 10 of Pentacles is because of the inner and outer work. So whatever is happening for you, I don't know if you're nervous about a job or nervous about finances. The final card here is the 10 of Pentacles. Inner and outer work. It's going to help you make sure that you keep your job, and it's going to protect you from any disasters. Thank you, Angel Manadil. Okay. You know, it's whenever I read the angelic deck, the energy is very powerful. Okay, that I feel like that's why I've been like stuttering a bit as I have been going through it. But what I like about reading the angelic deck is it actually tends to give finality to certain cycles or certain situations, because the angels or archangels show up here to let you know, like usually that they see everything, They know what's happening, and then they're telling you what the outcome is. I always love reading it because it gives a lot of just sealing the deal to a cycle. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Thank you, angelic energy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Yeah. That was Archangel Gabriel and the Six of Wands. I think you should give some gratitude to Archangel Michael, but really Archangel Gabriel, because it seems like he really came through for you here with something. Maybe you should leave an offering or like a wreath. I'm hearing a wreath. Okay. If you can find one. Okay. All right. So, King of Swords, Ace of Cups. Trying to use the decks I don't normally use. Let's try African Goddess. So I love the illustrations on this desk. Sorry, I said I love the illustrations on this desk. My bad. I love the illustrations on this deck. Let's see what's going to come through here. African Goddess. African Goddesses, can you tell us what were some of the themes of this past year that the collective went through? We have one. What are some of the themes of this past year that the collective went through? What can you tell us about their new year coming up as well? May you want me to only do one card at a time? You see, it's interesting. Sometimes I feel like I also like teach how to pull tarot cards on my channel sometimes as well. Yeah, you see that one jump, so that one means it's ready. So I feel like if you want to know if someone's like a good tarot reader, you really need to look at the relationships that they have with their decks. And, it's like if you see this doesn't have to be 100% true all the time, of course. But there are like different decks that I pull at different rhythms, because different decks like call for being shuffled and pulled in different ways. Okay, we'll take that one. Naked and good juju. Okay, so let's see. We have Abonimba, harvest. Nice. Harvest. Let's see what it says. The second card we have is, oh wow. The second card we have is Allah, grief. And then the third card here is Mamiwata, naked. You know what they're showing here? They're talking about your transformation process. Over this past year, and I'm getting maybe the past like 2 to 3 years or so, there's been a lot of grief that has left you feeling very vulnerable. And you know what comes with grief is it's a very demanding emotion because you can't ignore it. And I feel here what you've learned with the harvest energy is that when you are actually looking to transmute the energy of grief, meaning to transmute it into strength, into creativity, into whatever you would like, you actually must invest in it, harvest in the energy of grief. You must give grief the time, the space, the emotions that it needs, because the only way out is through. Harvest, naked. This is a part of what you've learned over this past year. And I feel like grief never gets easier, but I feel here like at least you have a wisdom about it now. Even if that wisdom is that grief teaches you another level of vulnerability, it peels away another level of you understanding more of who you are. more of what you value, more of what you want or desire, or how you love, more about who you are. Okay. Show us a bit more. Can you show us the second line tier, African Goddess Oracle, about the upcoming year? 3 for the upcoming year, please. Yeah. You know, it's they're showing me here like this is such a blessing because some people will actually prolong the grief process by either stifling it down or ignoring it, not acknowledging it, or pitying themselves from it, or blaming themselves. And there are several steps to processing grief, and I feel here like you went through them and you're coming out on the other end. Okay, thank you. 3 for the upcoming year, please. 3 new cards for the upcoming year, please. Thank you. What can the collective expect? This one? Thank you. Creativity. Beautiful. Look how beautiful this card is. 7 Sisters, creativity. So, this upcoming year, I feel like you will have the time, the energy, and the resources to commit to a creative hobby or something creative that you like to do. So, whether this is dancing, pottery, making candles, painting, something that you like to do that actually helps you to channel this grief into creativity. And I'm not talking about like, oh, you did it once or you did an art class once or something. I'm talking about like this with the harvest card means that however deep you went into your grief to process it, now this is how much harvest or how many resources you have available to commit to your creative process now. Show us a bit more. So they're going to start getting more creative. Some of you may even get into fashion. Upcoming year, 2 more, please. Thank you. There we go. Thank you. There you go. I love it. You got Satira here. Brazen, bold, full of life. This is the type of energy where you are so full of life that people become uncomfortable. You know, like when you walk into a room and you can feel that everybody knows that person. And so everybody's like, oh, hey, collective. Oh, there's collective over there. Did you go say hi? Hey, you know, there's something here about being boldly witnessed and seen and taking up space. You have gone from grief, which is a very internal concaving process. To concave means to like retreat inward. You have gone through the process of grief, which was isolating, lonely, right? To now living out loud. This is truly transmutation. The harvest which you are receiving here comes from your creative spirit. The grief you have transmuted now becomes brazen living, even wearing more bold colors. Okay. I'm even seeing here like you'll be more in your body. Because, you know, like when we're in grief, we become immobilized in some ways. We don't move as much. We may become slower moving. But with this brazen energy, it's like The spontaneity will return to your body. That's amazing. Okay. Under Mami Wata for naked, can we see what or how this transmutes and creates the next year? Thank you. I feel like we're gonna put these two together. On top of brazen, we have mojaji. Mojaji. Manifestation. Look at how happy Mojaji is. You see, this is joy. This is the sun energy coming out first. This is like I finally accept every part of who I am. This is no longer shrinking. And it's so obvious that you're no longer shrinking that you don't need to remind yourself of it anymore. I'm hearing dabitude. I'm hearing like it's like it'll become normal for you now. Like you ever walk into someone's house and they always have that like decor that's inspirational but like incredibly generic. I feel here like you don't even need that decor in your house. People can feel the vibrancy coming off of you because you're showing up that way. You're embodying your body with more joy. And I feel like this comes after a period of grief where you've learned how your body feels when it's in grief. And so you've transmuted it. And now I feel here you are next year in this incoming year. I even feel like it's just the incoming days, like the next 365 days, okay? I feel here like now your body is releasing the grief and you get to feel how vibrant it feels when your normal experience is joy and acceptance. Okay. Isn't that amazing? Okay, show me Mami Wata for naked, please. This one. Wow. We're going to end, or we're going to clarify naked, and then we're going to end on this card here with Oshun, fearless love. What's beautiful here is you've known the other end of grief where it felt like there was no love or that it was difficult to remember love. And in this next year, I feel like you'll remember how love can feel so creative. Love doesn't have to feel so controlled. Right? Like I even feel like grief can make us hyper vigilant at times where you want everything to be under your control. Whereas I see you actually transitioning out of that grief and into flow that is creative, into love that is fearless because it's allowed to be creative and to flow. I feel here like your love for self is so fearless that not only does it inspire other people, but it makes more people, even more people, fall in love with you because they have seen you be naked, grieving, and upset and vulnerable. You see, we love to see people rise when they were at their worst. At least I say that because I'm filled with love. Right? I see in this new year you loving very fearlessly, and that includes when you give it, but also receiving it fearlessly. That's a part of also being human with this naked energy coming through here. Not being so guarded when you feel love. I feel like if you love someone, you're going to end up telling them. That's the brazen energy here. And I feel like this comes with, if you love someone, if you love something they've created, if you love something about someone, or if you love a particular thing, it's like love is so fearless now that you just allow it in and you allow it to fill you up instead of feeling like love leads to grief. Okay. All right. Card at the bottom of the deck, Sarah La Kali, divine lineage. Okay. And good juju. You have your ancestors sending you luck, positivity, and abundance, and good juju. Okay. And now I'm hearing the song. It's just immortal love. Okay. All right. So I only have one other oracle deck. So let's see what the Most High has to share for you. This usually is a good deck to get messages for like day to day. So, does the Most High have any messages that they want to give to you for what you could do today or over the holiday? What do they want you to do, or what do they? What advice do they have for what you could do? Forgot this card likes to be this way. I don't usually pull this way. Thank you. Oh, that's glorious. They want you to make a wish. Isn't that amazing? Make a wish over the holidays. I think you'll be surprised how it comes true. Shadow work. Wow. Okay. What else? Thank you. Fresh start. Beautiful. The Great Crumble. So that's the Tower card. Sorry, I'm getting used to how to pull. I don't usually. There we go. Thank you. Then we have Undress and Inner Strength. Build a home and flow. Okay. So I feel like here, this is actually a good opportunity over this new year and over the holidays to do a bit of shadow work. But this shadow work feels incredibly productive because it actually brings in a wish for you. There could be something here with undress and inner strength about sometimes feeling like if one thing goes wrong, everything is going to go wrong. You see, this inner strength card, it makes me laugh because it's a woman who has a glass of wine and she's feeling frustrated trying to put a bed together. And I have been there so many times. But it's like she's sitting there and she's like, I'm just going to take a second and breathe, and then I'll put the rest of this together. Okay. And I feel like with undress here, this represents the lucidity of, I don't know why I just said that word. The undress here represents how good it feels to finally get real with yourself and to really look at who was I this past year? Who do I want to become? Let me peel back the layers and truly look within myself and say, how do I perceive myself? How do I really feel about myself? Right? And maybe this will be a bit like, maybe it'll take a little bit of time just to get to that state of vulnerability, but they're saying that this is like some type of last bit before a breakthrough with the great crumble and make a wish. I feel here like they want you to really look at if you could have a fresh start And they're talking about a fresh start, no strings attached. What would you wish for? They want you to do that shadow work. Okay, I'll say it again. If you could actually have a truly fresh start with no strings attached, what would you wish for? I would suggest that you make a list and do whatever it is that you like to do with your lists. Okay. This one, be of service. Some of you may want to also do some volunteering or give a helping hand to someone during this time. Okay. Grief and find an oracle. Huh. Okay, so with the momentum here. So they're talking a little bit more about this shadow work. And it's interesting that grief is coming out again. Okay. I feel here what's also connected to this shadow work is grief surrounding people helping you. I don't know if it's also grief connected to, I don't know, like if you've been in poverty, struggling with food. Maybe you needed to go to rely on community resources and there's some sort of grief surrounding that. Find an oracle really just means find someone to talk to about it who would understand. I feel here like I feel here like you could even just do this with a white candle and speaking with your ancestors. But there's some purging and purification that you can do over this time. And what's interesting with the be of service also coming out next to grief and find an oracle, I feel like there's a particular ancestor who wants you to like just lay it out. Lay it all, not lay it all on the line, but just like really say how you're feeling. And if tears flow, just let the tears flow. Because they're giving you a helping hand to bring in a wish fulfillment, but they want you to really purge something first. Okay, let me see if there's anything else they want to show me. Be of service, grief, find an oracle. Yeah, inner child. Yeah. Okay. So this could also be a therapist if that's something that you like, that you would like. Okay. There could still be a bit more to process about how you be more of service to your inner child. Okay. And it's connected to some form of grief. Why sometimes it's hard for you to like honor your inner child sometimes, or what her wishes are. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, we have study in the reversed. They're saying it's not a test. Rest. That's what they're saying. Okay. So I don't know, maybe somebody suddenly felt like this is a test or this is like intense or something, but you don't have to study for it. You don't have to prepare for it. They're literally telling you that they just want you to rest as this soulmate comes in, okay? Because that's been a theme today. As a soulmate comes in, they want you to do more self-care to honor your inner child. And if something comes up, just, find someone to talk to. That's all. Okay? It's not some type of intense exam or anything to do this shadow work. They're really just saying like make a wish and then rest. Okay? Ascension tension, yeah. Choose love. Okay? Divine timing. All right. Hi. Milky? Does that say Milky? Milky Abiti? Welcome, welcome. All right, so I'm gonna do the last pull for today. I'm going to use the Unicorn Tarot and the Dragon Tarot. All right. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Creator. Thank you for the messages on this day. Okay. I feel like the tarot wants to read about something else. It's karmic energy that's coming through, but let's see. Okay. Unicorn Tarot, what messages do you have for us on this day? Thank you. Eight of Swords reversed. Okay. Ace of Rods. Six of Rods. Okay. Seven of Rods. Interesting. And then we have the one rod that's right here. So the Unicorn Tarot wants me to affirm to you that you are safe. And nothing is as bad as it seems like it really is right now. And I know sometimes that's difficult for us to hear. But with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, it truly means that you're not bound to anything. Okay. Maybe it seems like some things are going wrong, but maybe in your own mind they've been blown out of proportion just a little bit. And on top of that, it's all being resolved here. So Unicorn Tarot wants you to know that if you have been in some state of confusion or you don't know what decision to make, and it's like you've just been reeling on it again and again, ruminating on it with the Eight of Swords in the reversed. You're about to have something come in here that takes you into the state of victory, and then you're able to move on. Seven of Rods. Okay? So if you've been feeling like trapped somewhere even, Two of Wands to the Lovers here, Two of Cups. Wow. So if you feel like some part of your life has been stagnant, okay, it's about to pick up a whole lot of momentum. There's going to be so many confirmations here that you won't even be able to be in your head anymore with the Eight of Swords in the reversed. Because the victory or because the manifestation is finally tangible and physical, and it allows you to be in Seven of Rods, which really means that you have persevered over all odds. Okay. This one. Seven of Cups. Yeah. This is being stuck in your head. This is a lot of confusion where you can see the individual puzzle pieces, but you still don't have the entire image of what something is here, of what is actually happening in a situation. What is the situation? Okay, the situation is the death of a father. The Emperor here and the Ten of Swords. I'm just going to read it like how it comes. The situation is regarding a death of a father. Maybe you feel like something doesn't add up or it was confusing. And it's just like you haven't been able to get that thought out of your head, either the death of a father or the death of a grandfather. Okay. If I'm reading for a masculine energy here, this maybe has to do with the death of your father, or it actually has to do with someone who betrayed you while you were on your way up. Okay. I feel here for most of you, though, this has to do with how a father passed away and whether or not it was intentional by somebody. Okay. Yeah. Five of Pentacles to take their money. Okay. So this is something that will get cleared up for you. Yeah, you're going to get information about this that is going to clear up your father's passing, how they passed, who did it, and why they did it. Okay, and that's how it came through. Okay, who did it? I don't know, but why they did it? It was because of money. They wanted the whatever assets or money that he had. Okay. Eight of Rods. You're getting communication about this. Okay. So this is definitely happening over the next year. Judgment. Yeah. It's done. So no, so motive be and so it is. It's done. Okay. Four of Rods and Death. So what comes of this situation is you're gonna realize that you just don't want to be around some people anymore. Like hearing all of this, it may make you feel like, listen, like you just don't mess with them anymore. You don't f with those people anymore because of like whatever it is that they did to hide this information from you about your father's passing or about how much money he truly had at his passing. Death card here in Four of Rods is also showing me that this is like an ancestor. Okay. Yeah, Lovers, Ace of Rods and Lovers. Your passed over father wants you to know that he loves you and that he's bringing in, or he helped to bring in, this judgment, because however he passed, I feel like there was more foul play than they let you know. And it's either that foul play took part in his passing, or it's that there was foul play surrounding his inheritances and what he was giving away to people. Okay? The Moon. It's going to clear a lot up for you. Yeah. The Moon, the Magician, and the Sun. Thank you. Okay? All right. Thank you, Unicorn Tarot. All right, let's do Dragon Tarot, see if anything else is going to happen over this next year. Some of you have an Emperor who's coming in too. So let's see. Yeah, this is love. This is somebody new. Okay. So Emperor, Justice. Okay. What else do you have to share, Dragon Tarot? Page of Coins. King of Cups. Empress. Two of Pentacles. Five of Cups. The Chariot to the Ten of Swords. Page of Wands. You want me to say this? Okay. Who's this King of Cups? Lovers, King of Coins. The Star. What's the Five of Cups here, though? What's the Five of Cups? Queen of Swords. What's the Five of Cups? The Fool. What's the Ten of Swords here? Six of Cups. Okay, that's actually moving on from the past. Ten of Cups. Okay. Do you want me, the Emperor? Okay, Emperor, I'm going to say it. I have this song that has been following me around, and I know it's because this particular artist does spell work, and she I'm just going to say, I think that this person does spell work and also puts that into their music. Okay. I have this Ophelia song stuck in my head. And I have had this song be the first thing that pops into my mind when I wake up. And then it's just playing in the background. I'm so tired of hearing this song. I don't want to do a music download, pull, or reading about this song. And so it wasn't until yesterday I went to go get some boba tea. And the girl that I know who works there, we chat, every time that I'm there. And then all of a sudden this Ophelia song comes on in the boba tea shop. And I was like, oh, I just heard this song this morning. I woke up hearing it. And the girl who works there, she goes, oh, that's so weird. Somebody came in 5 minutes ago and actually requested that we put it on. And so I was just Four of Swords. Yeah, downloads. So I was just like, oh, okay, let me do a reading about this Ophelia energy here, and that's what's coming out here. Okay, Four of Wands in the reversed, Seven of Swords. Sorry, y'all. I've been channeling for a while. And it's like this song, it comes through so loud. It's like, how does she go? Keep your hands upon the land, the sky, something, something, pledge allegiance to the vibe. Don't care where you've been. Whatever. Ugh. It's like, why does that song have to be the music download? But sorry. Let me finish this reading, Divine, okay? Okay, Nine of Pentacles and the Moon card, Eight of Swords. So what's coming in this new year for you is number one, an elevation to an Empress status. But also two, I feel like there's going to be a man here, this King of Cups, who's also a King of Coins, who's very busy, but he's going to make sure that he makes the time for you and he makes the time to see you, because this is an emperor who is interested in a relationship with you. They're interested in having a family, the Chariot to the Ten of Cups. Like, they see you as someone who they could raise a family with. And I feel here like this King of Cups and this King of Pentacles, he is dealing with having a lot of new attention on him and the work that he does. So he is very busy. But I feel here like he will be juggling between some of his work life responsibilities and also his love and his care and the relationship that he has with you as the Empress here. Okay? I feel like you should. This is the part that kind of got me a little caught up, okay? I feel like you should give this dude some grace. All right? And like, I think you should be merciful with how he is, with all of the effort that he's putting in to see you. Because I do feel here like, when someone suddenly gets rushed into fame or rushed into notoriety, it can be a bit shocking to the system. And I feel here like he is adjusting to being in the spotlight, so to speak. Okay? And there may be times where like you'll want to communicate to him with the Four of Rods here and the Seven of Swords, right? Four of Rods is in the reverse to Seven of Swords. Like, you may end up being a bit nervous about his faithfulness with you, or you may just feel you may end up feeling a bit demanding about like what you want in a relationship and how it's supposed to look. But with the Ten of Swords and the Six of Cups here, they want you to realize that this person is not someone that you knew in the past. So whatever type of betrayals that you are projecting at this person about whether or not they're being faithful with you comes from the past. It comes from a sense of loss that you experienced. Okay. So I feel like this person is very genuinely interested in falling in love with you and having a commitment with you. Okay. But I just see here the Empress kind of getting a little upset or maybe a little depressed and then feeling like the relationship isn't worth it. They want you to process having an avoidant attachment style. Okay. Okay. Because that's connected to this Five of Cups, which is also at times grief energy. All right. I feel like this guy, he's coming in whether you're ready or not, but of course you're ready. It's just a fun saying. Okay. So I want to know more about his feelings for you. Don't care where the hell you've been, because now you're mine. Nine of Cups. A wish being granted. That's how he sees you. This is someone who feels like their work life is good, their friendship life is good, but it's like they looked up at the stars. I mean, it's like they wished upon a star, okay? Because that energy, it has been poignant here. When I talked about doing shadow work and making a wish, I feel like this person wished upon a star for their empress, and I feel like at the same time you wished for the emperor, and the wish was granted. The alignment was granted. Ace of coins. So that's what's coming in. Hierophant, delivered by the Most High. So you could trust it. And you can trust this guy. Can you show us more about him? King of coins, King of cups, anything else about him? This is how he feels too. He feels like you're a miracle that came in. He was wishing, like, everything in my life is great, but I want to fall in love and I want it to be real and like authentic and all encompassing, so to speak, romantic. He feels very romantic. Okay. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, and you turn him on too. You turn him on, and he also feels like, it's interesting. It's like the way he views you is Nine of Cups with the Ace of Coins. And Ace of Coins represents femininity, okay? Feminine energy. Whereas Page of Swords and the Ace of Rods, maybe you've been looking for a more masculine type of energy to allow him in too, to receive him. I feel like maybe you've been watching him and you're attracted to him, and he's very attracted to you too. Very much so. It's like, I'm looking at you, looking at me. Yes. Okay, Temperance in the reversed. Page of Wands. Two of Wands. Okay. This person is coming through because the angels had to heal something. They had to rebalance something. The Hermit, the World, Three of Coins. Okay. And they want me to end it there. Okay. That's why this wish was granted, because you went through some type of betrayal and it kicked something way out of whack. And because the two of you made this wish at the same time, it's been granted for the two of you to come into alignment. And the angels are letting you know, like, we had to do this to balance everything back out. Because whatever this 10 of Swords was, it was just way too much. Way too unhinged. So you had to be pulled out of that immediately. Okay. And because you're getting pulled out of that, you are actually pulling this person in. The Chariot, 10 of Cups. Okay. All right. I think that's going to be everything for today. I feel like this reading was a bit slow, but I got to use some new cards that I don't normally use. So that was fun. So, all in all, I hope that you have a brilliant and fantastic holiday and new year. I hope that some of the suggestions that I put in here, for what you can do before the new year, at the start of the new year, whatever feels right to you, I hope that that was helpful. And I hope that my messages are always helpful and supportive for you. And thank you all for your support. Love, love, love. I'm going to close out the energy of this reading. I call my energy back to me, brilliant, purified, cleansed, and abundant, loving, and in wellness and good health. Glory be to the highest creator of all things. I close out this reading. Ashe. All right, y'all. Have a happy holiday and a happy new year, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you. Bye.